Hello, and welcome to High Frontier for All, Game 5, Part 1, Race for Glory rules. And this is the Race to the Rescue version of this game. And I'm going to tell you about it. So, you might notice that we have a whole bunch of red chits out there sitting on Calisto. So one of the first things we were supposed to do in this game is we're going to go out there and we are going to rescue those colonists. And each one of those red stacks represents, let's say, 500 colonists. So in order to rescue them, we need to go out with one of these humanitarian aid chits and bring that to them, and then we can bring them home. And we have to bring them home to Leo. Now, we can take as many as we want, but each of these humanitarian aid chits is one mass, and each of those colonists are also one mass. So that's really the rules. The setup is different. I've chosen the United Nations cosmonauts here, which is Clout A, so they're the first player. And their faction ability is they start the game with two extra aquas. And this game, each player starts with 6. So this player has 8 to start. And we're going to play with the Glove Cosmonauts again because this one gives you a factory refuel of double if you have a glory chit. So as soon as this rocket lands somewhere out there, and they do a factory refuel, they're going to be able to get double because the glory chit, the points really don't matter in regards to regular points. All that matters is bringing all 8 of those back home. Now, there's 2 seniority discs here, so it can go, a total of 12 and then 24 and then, 24 years. But in addition to that, at the end of the 16th year, one of those colonists gets taken off the map. So really what we need to do is we need to try to get, and it actually does end at 24. It doesn't go any further. So what we really need to do is actually get all those colonists out of there by the 16th turn, because that is the only true victories if you bring all of them back. If you bring just one of them back, up to 7, then it's still it says anything less is a partial victory, but a victory nonetheless. But if you bring none, then it's a humanitarian tragedy. So let's try not to bring none back. There is a special setup for this game, like I said. Basically, what we do is before we even start, we're going to start picking cards. And each player is going to go in turn, and we're not going to use the years here because it says that it already has achieved a degree of exoglobalization. So we already have technology and so forth, and you'll see that I'm even going to put out claims and even a factory and so forth. So what my strategy really kind of is, I guess, is this one only needs 9 burns in order to land on Calisto, and 9 burns are necessary because there's a lander right there. So a landing icon, I need 9 burns. This one needs 14. So I'm figuring this one's going to be doing the factory refuel and just giving this guy a whole bunch of fuel so he can just go back and forth. So I would like this guy to have a really nice thruster in order to be able to go back and forth very quickly. This one also needs a good thruster too, but there's also in order to do a to do some type of ISRU, an eligible site is one places a claim on any eligible site not in the heliocentric zone. of the colonists, so somewhere else. And when they put a claim, it has to be equal to or greater than the ISRU in terms of their hydration. So what I'm really looking at are these sites here, because we can get out to Jupiter and to Callisto going this way, and then hitting this Lagrange point here, and then going and then burning. That's really the fastest way to get there. Going the other way really isn't the fastest way to Callisto. So we got to go this way. And I figured, I looked over here and said, well, this one has a circle here and it doesn't have a hazard roll. So when you stop here, you can go and land anywhere. So that seems like that's the best place to actually refuel, because it's on the way back as well. So I like that. This one was okay, but it's got this pivot right there. So that one's kind of ugly. It's 4 burns to get there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's this pivot. So it's actually more than that. So it says Leo to Leticia is only 4 burns, but oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I just don't. I see this pivot right there, so I don't see how that's 4 burns. Maybe if somebody in the comments can tell me, but I mean, I'm seeing there's 1, 2 here. Unless these Lagrange points don't count in the core game, but they do here because they're magenta filled. So unless these are Lagrange, these stars are Lagrange, and you don't have to burn there, then I guess you can just go all the way out here and then burn once, twice, 3, 4 to pivot. I don't know. Or it's basically saying, look, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, and then you don't need to burn again. So that's 4, but on 2 turns. Okay, that makes sense. I get that now. All right, so I do think, though, I'm going to try to get a Robonaut with a 2, and here's one right off the bat with a 2. So someone's going to lay their claim there and then do a factory, and I guess that's going to be this guy here, because he's the one going to do the factory. So the next part of the setup is, starting with the first player, selects a patent card from the top, and then goes until everybody has 3. So I think that we really need to get this guy a good thruster. So we're just going to start taking thruster cards, I think. There's a thruster. It's a V site. 3-2 is not great. I mean, a V site is nowhere to be found over there. I just don't. Well, there's ones here, I guess, but I mean, this got a hazard roll. It's not really great, but we got to take that. We're going to take this guy. We're going to take this Robonaut here, so we can place that claim disc out there, and do that for sure. Here's a thruster with a 0 mass, which is interesting. It is a solar moth, but on the flip side, it's a 3 thruster with a 1/10 of a step of burn. That's so low. That's incredible. And it's got a 5 mass on that side. So 3 with a solar and a 4. We really don't want solar out there. Can't really do much with that. But this one 3 with a 1/10, I think that's going to be pretty good. So we'll take that thruster for him. This one's a decent thruster for this guy, I guess, with a 3-1. That's better than this Robonaut, which is a 5-4. So I think we'll go with a thruster there. We need a Robonaut for this guy to put his claim discs out. So we'll go ahead and, because otherwise we'd have to put it on sites of 4 hydration. And these guys have 2. So We'll do that. We'll take the Robonaut. And then this guy over here, this thruster has a 2-3-2 with a 2 mass, 2 1/2. And what was this one? 3 1 dirt with a solar. Again, we really don't want to do a dirt, and we have to have a V site in order to ET produce that. I don't know. We take the other Robonaut. This is an M site. I mean, it's ISRU of 1. I don't know if we're going to need that, though. So, and I don't know about a refinery. I guess we can take the refinery just in case. All right. So we did our cards. We got 3 each now. And then starting with the first player, each player plays a claim on an eligible site not in the heliocentric zone containing the colonists until everybody has placed 2 claims or 8 total claims have been placed. So we can put out 4 claims apiece. An eligible site is one with a hydration level equal to or greater than the lowest ISRU rating on a patent card. Okay, so we'll do 4 claims apiece, and since it's a cooperative game, then it really doesn't matter where we're going to be able to do a factory refill for both of these guys on the same thing. So I guess we'll just put the claims here on the 2 and on the 2. Both of these thrusters, as long as we don't go too heavy with the mass. This one, ultimately, I think we're going to ET produce to get to 3-1-10. But right now, 3 is good enough. And actually, this one has a 5. Don't really want to use these, obviously, but we'll see. Okay, we can land there at least. That's the good part. So as long as we don't get too heavy. This is also a solar on this side, so it's okay going out there. But as soon as we get out there, it's going to be a -2, so the thrust is only going to be 1. So that thruster is going to be worthless. Maybe this thruster with a power sat is pretty cool. These sites actually have a power sat, so pretty sure that when you claim it, you get that. So we probably want to do that and actually have a power sat, because these are both power sat as well. So so that's the 2 claims out there for them, and then we're going to get 1 with a power sat, and we need a 2 or higher. I'm just wondering if it's a better move to do. I mean, it's something we would never go to. It's probably not worth it. But then again, we're probably not going to be going to a lot of places. I'm just going to be funneling them in and out of there. Yeah, we want to get a power sat though. So I guess really done that. We're going to put 1 here on that power sat, so we get the power sat ability. And I'm supposed to be going in back and forth. Here, we'll put this 1 here because it's got an ISRU 2, and this is 2 hydration. That's a power sat. So that guy gets a power sat as well. Let's see here. So we need 1 more, and then this guy needs 3 more. I just don't really know how good this is going to ultimately be, how important this ultimately is going to be to put all these out. Because I have a strategy. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it is a strategy. So we'll see. There's not a lot of great places along this way. So it's kind of difficult to figure out which one's the best ones to go to. There's not much going on over here. There's something here, so this one has a role, but I mean, at least it's somewhere close. You know what? We'll just put one there too. So that's 3, and then yeah, I mean, I'm looking for something that's low with two hydration over in this area, and there's not a lot. Well, we can put one over here, the 5, I guess, or here at the 1C. Okay, yeah, we'll put it there. All right, and then we need one more for this guy. I don't know. One C here, fine. Okay, we've got our 4 claims out each. Each player places a single factory cube on 1 claim. Okay, that's good. This one is a 2D. That one's a 2D. So I think we probably ought to split them up a bit. That's a D here. That's his factory. I think that's a good idea. This is a D here. Probably not going to go there very often. We could. That's a C there. We have a D. We have a D, and we have a C already. This Robonaut can go to a 0 mass Robonaut, but I don't think we're going to need more Robonauts, really. We just need to go and collect them. So probably not going to take a Robonaut out there. Another factory, where would I put that? Would I put it here on the D? No, probably not. I think we'll just go with the C here. Even though it's a 5 site, we can go there and then just hang out there and then bring our big ship down if we need to go there and get like even more fuel, I suppose. Okay, so we put our factories out. Starting again with the first player, each player does one of the following with no duplication allowed until all options have been selected. Okay, so we can select the 4th patent. We can collect 2 additional aquas. We can place a 3rd claim as per above. Oh, maybe it's just 2 claims or 8 total. Because if you have 5 players, it's only 8. Okay, that sounds more reasonable. I think we'll ditch this one here. We'll ditch this one over here. We'll keep those 2 there. No, we won't keep this one because we want the power sat. So should we just hedge our bets? No, I think that's fine. We'll do that. Okay. So we got 2 claims. 2 claims. 2 claims and 2 claims. So we have to place a 3rd claim out. One player does. Place a 2nd factory. Places 4 FTs on 1 factory site. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so someone's going to need to, the first player is going to need to go. I don't think that they're going to want to do the claim. They definitely can place a 3rd claim. I think that's a good idea. We'll just go with a 3rd claim out here on this 2D site. Now, this person here can, I think that placing 4 places 4 FTs on one factory site. So I think that's what we'll do is we'll put 4 FTs here on that outpost for white so that we have fuel already waiting for them. Okay, and then the other one places a second factory. I think we'll just go with the D here. And then we have to do selects an additional 2 aquas or a 4th patent. Probably would be nice to actually get them to have more aqua even, so that 2 more would probably be pretty good. And then having this person get the 4th patent would probably be pretty good too. So maybe this thruster, because okay, that right there is a decent thruster. 5-1 is pretty good. It's better than this one. This one I want to produce. So yeah, okay. So that's what we'll do, and then we'll take the two aquas and give it to this person. So this person will be able to get 3 of them. This person got 2 of them. So we got all 5. From here on in, players may trade cards in their hand and trade aqua at Leo at no cost while completing the following setup actions. Okay. One player may assemble and place an unfueled rocket on any site with a claim disc. Well, let's see here. If I put this guy, like, build a rocket and basically say, okay, I'm going to take I would like to have that person have that thruster though. So maybe though, by putting this rocket out there on the factory, I can start just doing factory refuel and have a whole bunch of aqua available. They can take that card next turn and then they can build then they have to boost. That's going to cost a whole bunch of aqua. But I really want to have that thruster for this guy. Either that or I give him this 3-1 and he can use his power sat to have 4 burns. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So we'll give this card here. We'll put it on the stack with the fuel. Here's the D thruster that we can ET produce. Finally, one player may place any number of white side. Okay, wait. One player may place a card black side up on a site containing a factory. Interesting. So I can actually put this card on a site containing a factory. I guess it doesn't matter which factory it is. So we can put that card right here in that outpost. And then we can put an unfueled rocket out there and then basically just take it. So we have that thruster already. We have this thruster already. So I guess I didn't have to really take one from this guy. So I'll just put that on there because there's going to be a rocket right there. And let's see here. So I don't really need the Robonaut. Let's see here. It's got divide eight of these. So we have 4 and 4 humanitarian aid, and we can put it on any stack. So we can put all 4 of these on this rocket right now. Can we also trade it? I think we can. Let's see, Discovery Chits. Maybe trade it as cargo. So we could actually trade this beforehand and then and just give it to them, and they can put it on their rocket. So, I mean, this person can load up with all 8 of these and actually can stick. We could stick like 4 of them on this outpost, along with the four fuel that we're going to need there. Let's see what else. We can put any white side cards into an outpost at least 2 heliocentric away, but I don't think I want to do that. Everything is on the 8 side, so if we ET produce, we can sell it for 8. Normal play begins. Okay. There we go. So at the end of the year 16, we need to take off any 1 colonist. Yeah. Okay. That's it. We are going to go ahead and start. That's the game setup. So I hope you got that, and we got the rules down, and we are looking like we're good to go. So we have all this fuel sitting here that's gonna, I guess, stay there until we come back. So right now, it's kind of worthless. We do have 4 though here, so we can fuel our rocket. But let's just see how much mass we have. We've got a mass of 5 for that thruster, and we have a mass of 1. Do we need the crew? I guess not. Don't really. Oh, yeah, we do, because we need to land with their thruster over there. Yeah, okay. So we do need that. So we have a mass of 6. Here we are with a mass of 6. And then we're going to fuel this thing up with 4 aqua. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. And we're going to need 9 to land there. And look at all those burns before that. But the nice thing is we got 3 1/10. We have 3 burns and actually a 1/10. So we have how many burns we need to go? We need to go 1, 2, 3. Well, from here we go here, and we can stop, or we can do 2 burns, which they don't cost hardly anything, so that's fine. So we can do 2 burns there, and then go, and then we got burn. And we can't go to the next burn site unless we have enough thrust to do that. Wow. How are we going to be able to do that? Look at this. We've got burn. So from here, we actually need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 burns to here and stop. So we need a thruster of at least 4. And that's going to be this guy here with a 9 each. That doesn't seem right. I think maybe, well, wait. Oh, this is not the push set. It's just a 3, 1/10. So maybe that didn't really make sense to get, because I can't even get there. I really need a 5 with a push set. And that's what this Robonaut is over here. It's 4, but it's 4 burns per. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 steps. Holy cow. That's quite a bit. But that is a 6. And I need 4, so it can go all the way to a tug, and I'll still be okay. The other thing this thruster can do is do an afterburn for 2 steps. That's going to get it to 4, but the weight's going to be so high that it's not going to matter. Yeah, so maybe this isn't the right one to do the black card on. So I guess this is going to be their thruster here. Let's see. Is this any good? No, this Robonaut doesn't have any thrust on the other side. I'm trying to figure out what black card is gonna be best to put out there. I mean, I guess any of these we can. There's no point for that Robonaut. We already determined that's not really any good. This is a 3-2 with a push set, which is not going to be enough. Here's a 2 and a 1/2. That's not good. The refinery, I don't even know why I took that. Maybe just to sell it. This one's a 3-1 with a dirt and a solar, and solar is no good out there. So, yeah. So I guess the black side. Oh, well, I can. Let's see. The black side on a factory. I guess I could take one of these black side back if there's really small mass. This is a 1 mass, and then I can sell it and get a whole bunch of. This one's also a 1, but that's a decent thruster. Okay, yeah, we'll stick this one and we'll put it on the outpost out here, and then we can bring that back on the way back. All right, so let's figure out our mass now. We've got 1 and 3 is 4, so it's a 4 mass rocket, and we put in 4 fuel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. We'll put that on the rocket stack here. We're going to need 16 steps of burns in order to get that, and then we're going to need another 9 steps of burns to land. So we're going to need 25 steps. So let's look at the intervals here. That's 3, 6, 8. Again, how many was that? 16 and 8. 16 and 9. Sorry. So that was 25. Okay, so we need 25 steps. So we got 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 20, 22, 24, 26. So we need to get out here to 21. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We need 13 more aqua to actually get there. And then I need to refuel somehow. And I need to build a factory on their site, on that. Well, I guess I need to prospect it first. Yeah, which is fine. It's a 4 hydration. Prospect it, make a factory there, and then come back. So out in the Jupiter zone, that is a -3 solar. This is a 3 push sat 1. -3 is a 1. A 1 burn. Can't even get back. Holy cow. I mean, I need 2 Robonauts, really. Just 1 to get rid of. So I guess this is the Robonaut that I would use in order to come back. So it doesn't really make sense. And we need a refinery out there, so we can do a black card refinery. That's what we're going to do. Black card refinery. This guy gives him his Robonaut, so he has 2 Robonauts, which means that it's an extra 3 mass. So that's what, 6, 7? And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 already. Okay. So let's recalculate 25, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Holy cow, we need to go all the way to the top, to 32. So that's, how many of these? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 aqua to fuel up there, and then I can build a factory, and then I can wow. Well, actually, mass is going to go up by 2 when I put this factory out there. Oh, how am I going to be able to do that? Well, I guess I can refuel there. Yeah, that's true. I can refuel there. Okay. So I really only need enough fuel just to get, I'm already here, so I can refuel to get back there, but I still need a bunch of fuel to get there. So I'm going to have to refuel. All right. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and start this because this is crazy. So that's what we're going to do. All right, first player starts, and they have, wait a minute, we've got this humanitarian aid that's sitting there too. So we've got 4 more mass. You know what? I think it's just best to go there and build a factory first. Although that's a lot of fuel just to go build a factory and not take anybody back. That's a lot. And I need this for the thruster. So that's 3. I need this to build the factory. So that's 6. That's 7. That's 11 mass already. 11 dry. I don't know if this is the right move, but we're going to do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get out there and co-locate and then give them aqua basically for fuel. That's ultimately what's going to happen. I gotta get this guy out there as soon as possible, and then just be able to refuel them somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. I guess co-located here we could just out in space. Yeah, this is going to be rough. All right, well, let's try it anyway. Okay, so first player is here, and the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to do a site refuel and get 7 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to figure out the thrust on this rocket. It's got a 5 here with a push set, so that's 6. Minus 1 is 5. So we're at a net thrust of 5 right now. Okay. This player here is going to do a this is good. We can do a factory refill, a factory fill, and then that basically goes onto the outpost there. 7, which this person can just take because they're co-located at that place, and they can fill it up for 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that's the end of year 1. Year 2, we need to bring this over here, this 2 mass refinery with us. So that's going to be fine. We need to move up the mass 2 more because now we've got 4 for the aid, 7, 10, 11, 13. So 13 is 2 more. 1, 2. And then wet mass goes up by 2. 1, 2. All right. And now that we're at 6, push sat brings us down to 4 or 6 and minus 2 because we're a huge vehicle here. And we're down to 4 thrust. All right. Well, they haven't. All this was free action so far. Don't really want to. Can do a factory refill. May as well because the person is. Wait a minute. I want to know. Can I do a factory refill? If I'm not there, could this person actually do that? So I need to take a look and see. Boost site refill. 3 opportunity to choose FT site. What is click? Operational card with an ISU platform. FT equal to 1 plus the hydration site. No. Foreign factories. Dirt refueling. Factory refill. A factory on a site can produce either 7 blue FTs, place these in a co-located stack, or create an outpost. So, a factory on a site. See, it doesn't say the rocket. It just says the factory on a site. So, yeah, I think I can just go ahead and do the factory refill. And just stick it on the outpost there, just like it said. So, yeah, that's okay. So the question is, for this operation, do I want to go ahead and do a factory refill again, and basically put six out there and take 1 for the wet mass? I think so. 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll stick it on the outpost. All right. That's that. I guess now we can move. So we got 1 more. That's the max wet mass that we can have. So let's go ahead and move. We'll go here. That's not a burn. And here, that's not a burn. We're just going to stop there because we're not going to burn. Next time we'll go up there and we'll do the 4 burns. Okay. This one here needs to get out there and help them with the fuel. So need to get this thruster. This thruster is really nice though. You know what? I guess we're just going to do this. We're going to take that card. We're not going to move. We need to boost it up next time. It's 5 mass. I do need 4 burns at the least. So this would be 3. Don't necessarily need my crew. The following 3 operations produce FTs at site. Each one is a glitch trigger. I guess it does do a glitch and we have to roll for the glitch. Or no, it's like a glitch trigger means that if you don't have a crew there, you get a glitch. I haven't even read about what a glitch is. So I guess I do need the crew. Do I want to take this thruster out and then go out there with it? It's a 5 mass though. With 3 and a 4 mass, it's going to be pretty light. Because it's only a 1. So, but I can't actually get there with 3. Although it is a push sat, and there is an afterburn. So, okay, I'm not going to take that card. I'm going to go ahead and boost this up. It's going to cost me 3 for 3 mass. And I'm going to fuel this thing up for 3. There's a whole bunch of stuff here in Leo, so actually I've got plenty of fuel over here in Leo that this person can share with me. So how many do I need? Let's see here. So we're going to go to the dry mass of 4. They're going to take the crew because of the site refuel is a glitch, and I don't want to do a glitch, whatever that is. So there's 4 right there. That's the dry mass. And then we just did 3 of the wet. 1, 2, 3. And then how many burns am I going to need to do to go out there? There's 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop at the home and along with them. Yeah, I could do that. So that's 4. And then I can just go, and I don't need any more fuel. So I need at least 4 stops. And what am I at now? I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got plenty. The question is now do I go ahead and just bring some more stuff with me? Do I bring like humanitarian aid, for example? I guess it's already out there at the outpost, so I could put that on any stack, so it's already sitting out there. So that's good. I don't need to do that. I don't need to bring this thruster at all. So I boosted that up. I got some fuel. Do I want to put more fuel on it? Right now, it's at a 3+ power sat. So it's actually at, this one's on Leo, and it's actually at a 4 right now because it's actually, at a 4 because of the wet mass is on a scout level. So I guess I could do 2 more fuel, and that will still keep me here. And I think that's the way to go. And then I can move. All right. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Co-located here at the Homan. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we did our burns. And we're sitting out there at the home. Okay. We're co-located, but that means your number 3 comes, and now I'm going to have to go out there and do those burns. So in order to do that, I got to roll out there, do 1, 2, 3, 4 burns, and then sit. I know you can't see that very well, but it's sitting right here, which is the low Calisto orbit. So we're going to be orbiting Calisto. In order to do that, I'm going to have to use 4 steps 4 times. So that's 16 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Takes it from 32 down to 16. And that puts me in low Calisto orbit. Now, at this point, I'm going to need to burn to go down onto the planet, and that is a 9 stepper. I do not have 9 steps. I only have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to need 6 more fuel in order to do that. So I got to take 6 fuel with me out there to them. And there's 6 sitting right here on the outpost. But to get out there, I'm going to have to burn. Thank goodness I've got this thruster, which is a 4 because the power sat. So I'm going to be able to burn 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 for only 4. So I need 10, but then I got to get back. So that's going to be 14. And then I can come back without any other burns. So that's 14 that I'm going to need in order to take out there. In order to get there, give them 6, and then come back. So it's 4 plus 4 plus 6. So, yeah, 14 fuel. And right now, I've got, for stops, that is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 more aqua, which I can do in a factory refill. So that's ultimately what I'll do. All right, that was the end of the 3rd year. We'll go to the 4th year. We'll check the time on this. We're at 51 minutes, so we can do a couple more turns. Okay, so this guy's at the Holman, and so he's going to go onto his factory here as the move without any burns, no problem. And then we're going to do a factory refill, plus the outpost. These 6 are actually going to come on as dry mass. And this is going to make it too heavy, so I'm going to have to use an afterburn twice, which means that I'm going to need 2 more stops, which means I'm going to need 5. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's going to be less. Oh my goodness. This is so hard because as soon as you get heavier, it's more fuel. And if I'm on a -2, 3 minus 2, plus the power set is 3, plus the afterburn is 4. Yeah, okay. Well, I can still do it. I'm just going to need to fuel up. That's all there's to it. So we'll just all 7 of them are going to go into fuel. So we'll just do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to add this 6 fuel to give to them. So we'll put that on our rocket stack as cargo, which is free operation, of course. And 6 will raise this up 6. So it goes from 4 to 10. And then 6 will raise this up from 13 to 19. So this gives us what? 1, 2, 3, 4 burns, which gets us to there, to them, and then 4 back. 1, 2, 3, 4 back. Okay. That actually works. And it's actually 2 burns. 2 burns too many, but it really doesn't matter because it's even if I go 2 back, it's still going to be a tug. So the thrust is now at 3 plus 1 for the power sat. That's 4. I can't do that. I actually have to be lighter. I have to be in the transport zone because I'm 3 plus 1 is a power stat. Plus, this is exactly right because I need to do the afterburner. Plus 1 for the afterburner, which is a 5. But 5 minus 2 is 3 thrust, and I cannot do all 4 of those burns with a 3 thrust. I have to do it with a 4. So I have to be at transport. So it'd be 3 minus 1 plus 1 is 3, plus afterburn is 4. So I cannot take that many fuel to him, but he needs 6 because he's got to burn 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 16 plus 22 is 6. I've got to take him 6 fuel. And I really don't want to land there because that is 14. That's crazy. How am I going to be able to get this to work? I know I have to lose mass. I guess I don't need the crew right now. They can hang out at the outpost because I already did the site refuel and I didn't need the glitch, didn't have the glitch. So if I ditch the crew, then my mass is actually 3 plus 6 is 9. And then we'll move the wet mass down 1. So if I take off 2 aqua, that gets me down to 16. That's sitting on the outpost. So that is a transport, and that gives me 4 thrust. 3 plus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus the afterburn. So I have to pay 1 for the afterburn. And then I do 4 stops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Without the afterburn, I need another afterburn. Wow. All right. Well, I can move again. I'm gonna go here. Did I move there on that turn and then do a factory refill, or did I do a factory refill? No, I would have done a factory refill the other time. So I already moved. Okay. You're number 5, and we're going to have to call it there. Well, actually, we can do one more move. Okay. I have to just hang out there with the yellow because I really don't have a good option. This is a D. This gives a 3 plus 2 afterburn minus 1 with a 1/10 stop with a 5 mass. That might be better to do than this one. So this guy can ET produce this onto this factory here, and then it's co-located with this outpost, I guess, and then just forget the outpost and just give it to this guy. And then he basically has a new rocket with this thruster sitting at the outpost. And now it's got a 5 mass with 6 aqua. So that's a mass of 11. So it goes up by wait a minute. I had 3 plus 4 was 7. Yeah, but I needed 9 anyway. I need 6 to go out there. Okay, I got it. So let's go to 11. 1, 2. We'll bring our wet mass up by 2. And then now when we burn, we have 3. We have to do an afterburn, so that costs us 2 steps. But it's only 1/10 for each burn. So 4 of them will just go down 1. Then we'll do 2 afterburns. And then we can come, and then going back is 4, and we can do that. Look at that. Actually, we can even do the pivot because that's 2 burns, and we can get back in one stop. That's the key. Except now we're a tug. And that's 3 plus 5 minus 2 is 3, so that's not enough thrust. Okay, so I did a factory refill and went up by 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we lost one there. Oh yeah, because we were so light when we did it, and we added a whole bunch of mass. What if I took off 2? 2 for the afterburn, 1 for the burn through those, 1 through the burn back. Yeah, that still works. Okay, so we'll only refuel for 4 or for 5, and then that'll be good. Okay, so we did an ET produce. They got it. They're not going to move because they're waiting to get refueled. So now we have the fuel, and we have the thruster, and we have this cargo. We've got 11 mass in total. We've got a wet mass just below the threshold, so it's a -1. We got a 3. -1 is 2, and we have to pay 2 stops for 1 afterburn. Oh my goodness, this is not as easy as I thought. This is not as easy as I thought, because that afterburn does not give you 2 thrusts. It's 2 spots. It's 2 burns for 1 thrust. And this is not a push sat. So it's got 3 plus 1 minus 1 is 3. So I can't even get there. Oh, wait. Jeez, I've been thinking about that I have to go through all of them in one, but I don't. I can wait on any of them. Oh, boy. Sorry. I've been playing this kind of... I've been playing it really aggressively. That's why I think I need to go through all 4. But you don't have to go through all 4. You don't. Okay. It's fine. I can actually get there. I've got 2 burns right now, basically. That's where I'm at. I've got 3 minus 1 is 2, so I can do 2 burns. So, or I can spend two stops to get 3 burns. Yeah, let's 2 stops to get 3 burns, and then I can do. Then I'll have the thruster back to 2, and I can do 2 burns. So 3 burns will actually get me past the pivot to that, and then 2 burns will get me 1, 2, and then I'll just need 1 more burn. So if I go there for 3, and then go there for 2 burns, and then go over there for 1 burn, then I don't have enough fuel to get back. That's the problem. All right, we just won't burn, and we'll just go out to here to the Homan. All right, they out there are going to do what? Are they just going to produce more fuel out there at the factory? Because they're just sitting there waiting for more fuel. I think so. So factory refill. And I guess since there's no crew there, it's a glitch. I don't even know what that does. I don't think there's actually even there's no glitches in Race for Glory. I think that might be true. All right, so we have 7 out there now. And that's the end of that year. and that is what we're going to call it. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I know that it was a lot of back and forth and stuff, but I think we got it right, and we're getting out there to save those colonists. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.